Dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. Today, I want to share a story about Maulana Rumi, Rahmatullah Alayh. Almost every Muslim has heard his name, but not everyone knows the life he truly lived, the spiritual journey he traveled, the wisdom he gained, or the miracles connected to him. Rumi received deep spiritual guidance from the great Shams-e-Tabrizi, Rahmatullah Alayh, a respected figure in Sufism. Rumi was born in 604 Hijri into a noble family known for knowledge and piety. His family line went back to the Caliph Abu Bakr, radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Because of their strong faith and character, even kings respected his family and sometimes married their daughters into Rumi's household. Rumi's father, Sheikh Bahauddin, Rahmatullahi Alayh, was a learned scholar. Rumi began his early studies with Sayyid Burhanuddin, Rahmatullahi Alayh, a teacher who was knowledgeable in both worldly sciences and spiritual matters. Under him, Rumi learned about faith, character, and the inner path of Sufism. At the age of 19, Rumi lost his mother. It was a heavy sadness for him, but Allah blessed him with patience. Instead of falling into grief, he threw himself into learning and spiritual growth. When Rumi turned 25, he became a teacher in a mosque. For 7 years, he taught tirelessly, helping others grow in knowledge. Later, Sayyid Burhanuddin accepted him formally as a spiritual student and trained him for 9 more years. Under this guidance, Rumi's understanding deepened and he reached great spiritual heights. People were amazed by Rumi's intelligence and devotion. Whenever he spoke, crowds would sit in complete silence, involved by his words. But, as is often the case with great people, jealousy grew among some scholars. They felt threatened by his popularity and respect. One day, during a large gathering, when Rumi stood to speak, a man suddenly shouted, "Maulana, you prepare for weeks and months before speaking on your favorite topics. Anyone can do that. What is so special about you?" Rumi replied calmly, "I have never claimed to be special. I am only a humble seeker of knowledge. My purpose is to serve God's creation. But if you wish, you may choose the topic, and I will try to speak on it right now." The crowd felt a deep peace at Rumi's gentle response. The man stood again and said, "Fine. Today you will explain the meaning of the opening letter Wa in Suratul Duha." He thought Rumi would fail and be humiliated before thousands of people. Rumi smiled softly, sent blessings on the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wa alihi wasallam, and began his talk. He spoke for 6 hours, explaining why Allah used the letter Wa in that surah. The audience sat in complete silence, feeling as if waves of knowledge were flowing from his words. Before Rumi even finished, the same man who had challenged him stood up in tears. He threw himself at Rumi's feet and said, "Forgive me, I was lost in jealousy." Rumi lifted him up, embraced him and said, "I forgive you, and I forgive everyone who holds hidden jealousy against me. May Allah remove envy from their hearts and guide them." Rumi's fame continued to grow, yet he remained humble. He focused on teaching, serving, and guiding others toward Allah. His life became filled with wisdom, spiritual light, and love. Even those who once opposed him eventually recognized his goodness and were drawn toward the right path. Through his knowledge, humility, and deep connection with Allah, Maulana Rumi left behind a legacy that still touches hearts today. His story shows how patience, devotion, and love for Allah can lift a person to incredible heights, leaving behind a light that shines for generations. Jazakumullahu khairan, wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
وسلم دائما أبدا على حبيبك خير الخلق